Keeping it short and sweet this week. I just want to hear from you, the listeners, and my supporters. I thank you first and foremost. We're almost 25 episodes deep, and I just wanted to take time to celebrate you. Thank all of my guests that I've had on the show so far. You guys are making this journey so much fun and more than I even imagined it would go or where I would take the show. We are still learning and growing together, like I always say, and I appreciate you all. So definitely stay tuned in and subscribe to my TC community. You can just head to transactioncarepodcast.com. Link, of course, is in the description. I'm making it super easy and accessible to you all. So if you haven't joined my weekly newsletter, that is where you could find out who's coming on first, when, what we're talking about, as well as giveaways, upcoming releases, so much more. And June is going to be jam-packed. So this is a holiday week, so I'm taking it easy. I'm not going to give you guys too much, but I want to give you a heads up on what is to come. So like I said, the next few episodes are going to be jam-packed, and let me just list off who we have on the show. Kristina Adragna from Real Estate Lifeline. Some of you, many of you, all of you should know who she is. Jamie Frazier, ClientCare Services. She's so awesome. Violeta Sandoval. Violeta from MoneyChisme podcast. Go check her out. She's an investor. She's still working, doing real estate, learning and growing. That was a fun conversation. Danielle Butler, the best TC ever. That I had a blast doing. We talked about the highs and lows of real estate as a TC, starting a TC business. Like I said, I'm enjoying this conversation. Other solo episodes I have coming up, of course, I'm not going to stop doing those, include talking about business, real estate, financial literacy, mental health, and wellness, and so much more. But like I said, if you have a guest in mind that aligns with these topics and these subjects and the energy and vibe of the show that you want to see on here or hear on here, Oprah. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Oprah. But if there is anyone else more local, more low-key, I definitely want to, get in touch with them. Let me know. Send me a message. Get in contact with me. Send me their information, and we could make something happen. I also have a YouTube channel, so the content just doesn't stop. We are visual, we are audio, downloadable, soon come, so stay tuned. And one topic I do want to touch on briefly, I'm not going to get into it too much on this episode because I want to dedicate a solo episode to this topic. And not just a solo episode, I'm going to start incorporating this into the show. But I want to just open up the floodgates and get this conversation going because I think it is one we can all relate to, one that could be fun to talk about, maybe traumatizing. But there are pros and cons to this, and it's work friends. How many of you have work friends that you love, that you enjoy working with, that increase your job satisfaction or provide you with that support you need each and every day when you go into battle at the company, right? Or even within your business? Or are you the type that does not believe in work friends and is like, I just want to come in, do my job, go home, get on with my life, rinse and repeat? Maybe you're somewhere in between there where you're like, all right, I can be cordial, but we can't hang out after 5 p.m. Or don't text me before 9 a.m., right? Or my lunch breaks are for me, but within the work facility, within work hours, we can be friends. So there is a range of topics we can talk about surrounding work friends. I know I have a lot of stories surrounding this topic. This is actually inspired by a TikTok I saw by Kelly Ripa discussing work friends and just the statistics around like the importance of having work friends. And I had my own reply to that. I'll put the link to my TikTok below as well. You definitely should follow me. I post daily on TikTok as well as other social media platforms, but my go-tos are YouTube, TikTok, and then the rest. So definitely follow at ClientCare across all social media platforms, whichever works for you. But work friends, this is a topic that I am excited to incorporate into the show, as well as just hear your feedback, hear your thoughts on the topics. And I can't wait to just do more episodes that are more topic centric that aren't so much like getting to know. I mean, I still want to get to know my guests, obviously, but I'm going to start bringing people back on to talk about more exclusive topics like this, or, you know, about how they do their pricing, how they set up their business structure, how to hire and fire people. This is going to be one of those conversations and shows where we dig deep and we are fully transparent. Like I said, there are no gatekeepers here. I'm giving you the keys. I'm sticking to that motto. I'm sticking to that model. I'm sticking to my gut. And work friends is a topic that I definitely have decades of experience with. I even worked with my mom. Yeah, and that was probably the beginning of my work friend balance relationships and learning basically how to set boundaries. I was around 18, 19. Without going into too much detail, definitely stay tuned and subscribe to the show, as I will be telling this story in future episodes. And maybe I'll even bring my mom on to talk about that. # sensitive subject. But it was a great lesson for me to understand that you just don't mix business with personal. And I've held on to that to this day, and I will forever. And of course, work friends are great, but there are ups and downs, and I'm down to talk about it. I want to talk about it, and we will talk about it. So if these topics resonate with you and you want to come on the show, and if I haven't reached out to you yet, as I've mentioned previously, do not worry. I am doing my rounds. I wanted to take some time off after my birthday into May, which was about a month. And I wasn't really off because I was still doing solo episodes, but I basically just wanted to take time to regroup and revamp some of my questions and, you know, redo my intentions surrounding having people on the show. What do I want to ask them? And I love hearing everyone's backstories, but I also want to get into their minds a little deeper on a more, yes, deeper level, but on a more elevated mindset position of how they're navigating all of this with personal business, family, kids, you know, debt or overflow of income. I want to get into the minds of all of these people that work within the real estate business and that aren't just realtors or aren't just transaction coordinators. So definitely stay tuned. Head to transactioncarepodcast.com to join my TC community. All you have to do is submit your name and your email and you're in. I send emails weekly, just giving you guys announcements, what's going on in my life. You all hear what's going on first there before I share it on social media and before I share it on this podcast. I like to consult with my community about certain topics or even giving discounts on merch and such things of that nature. So definitely stay tuned. Lots and lots of interviews coming up. I already, like I said, I listed Kristina Adragna from Real Estate Lifeline, Jamie Frazier from ClientCare Services, Violeta Sandoval from MoneyChisme, Danielle Butler, the best TC ever. Plus solo episodes. We are going to talk about work friends, money, financial literacy, navigating your day-to-day as a business owner, as a coworker. So much coming up. Stay tuned. I enjoy doing this show. And like I said, if there is anyone that aligns with the show that you would want me to interview, send them my way. Send me their information. Send me their social media handles so I can reach out to them and make sure we are in alignment. Because as much as I would love to interview everyone, I'm still talking to you, Oprah. You're going to be on the show one day. Stay tuned. I'm manifesting it. But as much as I would love to interview everyone, not everyone aligns with my goals and my intentions of the show. But shoot your shot anyway. We can talk. We can work something out. I'm also willing to debate certain topics or certain thought process and just the way you run your business. We're not all the same. We're all different. We are all unique. And I think we should all celebrate that. But as long as your intentions are in alignment with my values, I think it's good to go. So with all of that said, like I said, this is going to be a short and sweet episode. It's technically a holiday, so whenever you are listening to this, it was or is Memorial Day. So if you were listening to this on your holiday break, thank you so much. I truly, truly appreciate you. But of course, if you're listening to this at any point in time in life, if you found me years from now, months from now, my name is Lillian Hernandez, aka Lilly, like the flower, because we are learning and growing together. I'm demystifying the business one episode at a time in hopes to empower and inspire you and uplift you to start your journey today. So if that resonates with you, head to transactioncarepodcast.com, join my TC community, And until the next episode, which we drop new episodes every Monday morning, so you can start your day, your week off right on the good foot. But until then, I'm giving you the keys. There are no gatekeepers here. Care for yourself, care for your wealth. Your time is worth it. Let's coordinate. Talk soon.